What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another PlayMFL video where today we have got some packs to open from our experiment clubs. We've got 4 experiment clubs. I'm going to take you through what they are, what they're about today, and then how the previous season went and the general history of each individual club. But we are also going to say goodbye to one of the experimental clubs today because, just being perfectly honest with you, I don't like it. It's a lot of work and it's really hard to track unless I manually track like all of the players. But we'll get through that today. Before we get into that, if you guys are enjoying the content here on the channel, you wouldn't mind dropping a thumbs up, that would be much appreciated. Subscribe if you haven't for more MFL content. And if you haven't signed up to MFL right now, it's a great time to use this link either on the screen or in the pinned comment or in the description down below. Not only will you get a free player if you complete the objectives of spending a minimum of $25 on packs, but you don't have to spend anything to get involved in MFL this season. You can go and get yourself a free trial club. Mine is called Bamba Bridge Trialists. And with this free trial club, you can play the game for free for a season and see if you like it. There's a video on how to create your club and how to get your club already on the channel. We'll leave an annotation around somewhere here, and if not, then just go to the channel and you will find the video very recently, one of the last 1 or 2 videos on the free trial club. Go and get yourself involved and see if you enjoy MFL. Now then, as I said to you guys, we have got, let me get my spreadsheet up here, 4 experiment clubs. The first experiment club, which is what we're going to get rid of, is the MFL experiment. And with this club, I'm actually really content with how the club has been performing. You'll see here from season 5 when we introduced the club to the game, we finished 4th in the Spark League, then 5th, then 6th, then 8th. And the reason why we kind of are continuously going down the pecking order in the league is because everybody else is improving their squad and we just kept the exact same 11 from the start. And the idea behind this team was to use the same players, which is exactly what we've done every season, to bring in MFL, to get packs to open the low-rated common players, and then to use those players to be loaned out outside of my own agency, not into agency, but outside of my own agency, loan those players out, and then use the MFL that they obtain to further snowball the club. And then when we get a retirement, bring one of them back into the club seamlessly. So already we had multiple players from this club. We've already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players. We've already opened 9 packs from this club. And so let's say we're losing a centre-back, and a striker at the end of season 11. So of the players that we've packed from these packs that we're loaning out, we would bring in to replace exactly those positions. The reason why I don't want to keep doing it, like I say, is because I'm already at, what did I say, 9 players. To try and find 9 low-rated players contracts and get MFL for them, get like rev share, and kind of monitor them and like track their seasons, and then introduce more players continuously. It was just a lot of work, and it wasn't, the experiment wasn't kind of snowballing as quick as I had imagined, because when I first started this club, the Flint League didn't exist. So anytime I was going to loan these players out, it would be into the Spark division, where they'd have a healthy chance, especially with cup runs, of picking up at least a few hundred MFL per season, you know, and over the course of their career, more than the 600 MFL that the pack would have cost. Now that the Flint division is introduced, and quite a lot of people now are really willing to give up their player on 0% rev share just to get them training and match XP to see if they are somebody who's going to progress lots, it completely killed the experiment of the club. And so with that, the MFL experiment will be rebranded this year into another Spark Farm, and that will be that. It will maintain this team for this season because it's already in there and I've already registered them. But I'm not going to even account last season. I'm not going to open packs to this team last season. The MFL experiment can say goodbye. Not a failed experiment for what it's worth. I suppose I'm the one that failed the experiment rather than the experiment failing. I'm just struggling to manage the experiment. So that's the first one down. The next experimental club that we've got today, guys, is the cost experiment. Now, this club, we bought 18 players for $2 each, and the idea was to use these 18 players to generate some MFL, to replace them, and then sell them on. Now, we already sold one player on. His name was Alain Mata. We bought him for $2. We sold him for $2. The rest of the players are here, along with 3 players that we've got in the club from the MFL obtained. Now, last season, the cost experiment, it's not a great team. It finishes real low. We finished 11th again and got no wins from the cup in the group stages, which meant no MFL there. So we currently have 1,730 MFL in this club, which means I can get 2 packs today to get 2 new players, to improve the squad, to sell on 2 of the other players. Now, we've hit a problem, not a problem per se, but we've got 2 soon-to-be retired players in the club now. This is bad because I'm now not going to be able to sell these for $2. Probably they are probably just going to stay with the club until they retire and then be replaced. So the idea was to see how much money we could get back over the time. The good news is this guy here, Fitosa, that we purchased for $2, has progressed up to a 58 rated centre back, is 28 years old, and I think we could get even maybe $3 or $4 for him. Probably closer to $1 or $2, but maybe $3 or $4. I'll list him up at like $4 and see if we get any nibbles for it. And so hopefully we get a centre-back today to replace him, because we're quite short on centre-backs in the club. Now, when I'm looking at the players, we've already got 5 players that we've packed from the MFL, earned from the cost experiment, to go into the club. The problem we have, and the fact that we got saved to be in the Spark division still is that 2 of the players, German Londono and Anibal Otero, they are too low rated to get into the team. So they've just, I think I actually got them both into other clubs last season just to gain some XP and stuff. I will try and get them back into the team this season. I'm hoping some of the other players might have progressed enough to the point where I can put some bad players in again. But for the cost experiment, guys, we've got Nias, Van Dongen and Bloom in there. 16 games, scored 1 goal, got 2 assists and 2 yellow cards. We also had Van Dongen, who got 4 games, 1 yellow card and nothing else, no goals or assists. And we also had Blum. I don't think Blum played very much. Where is Blum? There he is. So Blum got 8 games, 1 goal, 1 assist and 2 yellow cards. Of the other players that we had, so if we look at name here, if we type in Londono, he did play a lot of games last season. Not very well, mind you, average rating of 5.7, but he got 15 games, which is absolutely banging. And then if we look at the last player that I don't think I got into a club whatsoever, which is Otero, he's a goalkeeper, and it was just like, maybe not even worth having him there. But yeah, so Otero, if we look at his performance from the previous season, 0 games, 0 minutes, and as I say, if I remember correctly, he didn't even have a club. No, he didn't, which is really frustrating. And the reason why I'm going to buy some more clubs this year is because he might be 90 rated, but because we didn't have him in a club, didn't get him any XP, we won't know. And so obviously we could put him into the dev center. I'm very torn with the dev center. I don't think I like it. I've got players in the dev center at the moment, or maybe I haven't. They've all expired. I didn't get much out of them. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's worthwhile to utilize the dev center rather than just to find a club to put them out there in. However, what we do have is, like I say, 1,730 MFL, and so we can go ahead and purchase 2 of the common player packs for this particular club, and I'm hoping that these players will be high enough rated to do 2 things. Number 1, to just slot straight into the club, and number 2, to allow us the positional benefits of removing some of the starting players to allow Otero and Londono into the club, right? That's the aim for us. Let's see if those packs are populated. There we go. So we have got, let me just document the fact that we've done that. So we've still got 530 MFL. So even a bad season should see us pick up another 2, maybe even 3 packs for next season. And we are getting to a point where we are replacing the core of the team now. So player number 1, guys, player number 1, we are looking for kind of like anywhere in the upper 40 range. Obviously 50 to 54 would be absolutely ideal, but anywhere in the upper 40 range would be good. We've already hit a goalkeeper, a right mid, a CDM, a right wing and a left wing. So any defensive positions would also be very welcome, specifically centre-backs, because I really want to get Fetiosa out of the team. He's way too high rated for this team. He's way too good for it, and I reckon I could sell him for a bit of profit. So our first player, guys, is Gustav Kertej, Hungarian or Bulgarian, 16 years old goalkeeper, 47 rated. Oof. 16 years old, 6'1". Now he is good. I think he's going to be Kertez. I think he's going to be the starting goalkeeper for this upcoming season, because at 16 years old, if I play him fully for a season, we're losing anyway. We're finishing 11th in the league regardless. If I play him fully for a season and he progresses even 2 or 3 or 4, people are going to see a 17-year-old goalkeeper next season that's progressed 4, like some ratings in his first season. There could be a really huge premium on him, and I would gladly sell him for like $10, $20 or even $30, which would completely like cover the cost of all of the $2 players that we purchased that enabled us to earn the MFL to pick up this player. So he is an absolute phenomenal player to pick up. He might spend 1, 2, maybe even 3 seasons, because, you know, their kind of growth at this age is unexpected. At 16, 17, 18 is quite unexpected. It's when they get to like 19, 20, 21 that you expect the growth. So maybe he'll spend a couple of seasons at the club, but he will absolutely be the starting goalkeeper no matter what, even if, you know, even if he's super low rated, I don't care. And then we also get, now that we've got one 16-year-old, I can imagine we're going to end up getting like a 28-year-old here, a 28-year-old 32 rated like right mid with really high defending stats, something like that, isn't it? Right, what have we got? We have got NepentheZ, Brazilian, love that, 23, not bad, centre back, perfect. Absolutely perfect. And he's 49 rated, which is also very, very good. I'll tell you something. 6'1" on the man. Good pace. Good physical. Decent dribbling as well for a centre-back. And 48 defending. That is a nice pickup. So NepentheZ, a Brazilian name if ever I've seen one, centre-back, can go in. Now what I have to do is basically figure out if, first of all, if I could just put these players in, first of all, if I can just get them in. By the way, I have already opened a couple of packs. You'll see here, I've opened 4, and I've got a 17-year-old, a 22-year-old, and 2 21-year-olds, which is brilliant. So I want to make a contract offer for Kertej for the cost experiment, and I want to see if he's high enough rated to just go into the team. Come on. Yes, he is. That's really good, because that's going to enable us to take somebody else out of the team. We also have, once he populates here in just a few seconds, NepentheZ. And once we put NepentheZ into the team, and obviously he's 49 rated, so he's going to be absolutely fine as well. Once we get NepentheZ into the team, we're going to be able to make like lists and players, try and sell those on, and remove some other players from the club, and hopefully also get into the team Otero and Londono. So what we are going to do, first and foremost, is get rid of one of the goalkeepers. So we'll get rid of Valin, because there's no point having a higher rated goalkeeper there. So Valin has now been removed. Obviously Mata has been removed. And we're also going to get rid of Betiosa. Request cancellation there, confirm. Betiosa is going to be removed. And we are going to try and list up and sell those 2 players. Now, I would be extremely surprised if 27-year-old 48 rated goalkeeper Valin sold for $2. But we will put him up for $2. I know people can offer, so if somebody offers on him, I will probably accept. I'll probably take an offer on Valin. However, for Fetiosa, let me go and get the MFL assistant up here and have a little look. Fetiosa. No players found. Oh, it's not Fetiosa, it's Fetosa. See how much he meant to me, guys, can't you? Don't even know his name. So he is a 58 rated centre-back. His name is Bruno Fetosa. Player info. So he's worth apparently about $4 on the high end. So I will do exactly that. I will list him, Fetosa, for $4. And again, if we could sell him for somewhere around there, even $3 would be absolutely sensational. And that's the season kind of prepared. So I'm not expecting good things again this season. I'm expecting to finish bottom of the table again. I'm not expecting much out of the cups again. We're in a weird situation where we've actually now packed 7 players to put into the club. Only 5 of them can get into the club because of the rating cap. And also we have got rid of 3 players from the starting 18, which is a little bit slower than I would have thought. Obviously, if I could have got 2 extra players in, we would have been 5 out by now, and I could probably even get a few more out, but I don't mind having a little bit of extra depth in the club. But that is where we're at for the cost experiment, guys. So the cost experiment is ready and prepared for the season. I'm really excited at the prospect of Kertej and Telez to hopefully progress nicely. And, you know, a 16-year-old goalkeeper, absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. The next experimental club, guys, was the agency. So the whole point of the agency is very simple. Just replace the starting players. So we have already packed from the agency 8 players. Let's have a look at the contracts of these players. I don't know if I put the 1% on these ones. No, I forgot. I just built everyone in. Of the players that we have packed Sevcic, Rupp, Watkins, Clements, Ratadchak, Jackson, not Mason, he was already in the club, Javier, and Oliver. So all of these bottom level players are players that we've got from packs. These players here are all quite good. Now, obviously, we're going to be losing Trevisan eventually. Casanova is going to be retiring at the end of season 11 as well. How well did the club do last season? Quite well. We finished 7th in the Spark League, and we got to the round of 16 with 3 group stage wins in the Cup, which meant we gained a grand total of 1,765 MFL from last season, but we also had a few hundred left from the season before. So we've got 2,180 MFL in this club right now, which is going to enable us to buy 3 more packs. Now, as you'll probably notice here with the agency, season 1 we got 8th in group stage, then we came 3rd in the league and group stage. Then we lost in the playoffs, which is a real shame, because if we could have got promoted there, that would have been absolutely amazing. Then we came 5th in round of 16, now 7th in round of 16. The reason why we're continually getting worse every season is because every pack that we open, we have to replace a player. Well, we don't have to. I can put 2 players just into the club and maintain, but I don't want 25 players in here. It seems like a waste. And so I'm going to be releasing higher rated players than I'm packing, which means I'm bringing down the general quality of the team, which isn't ideal, but it is what it is. So with that in mind, guys, how many players have we got below the threshold already here now? Just 2. So no matter what we get here from these 3 players, they can go in. And we are going to go back to the store And we're going to go back to these common player packs. And we're going to go back to getting 3 common player packs. And there's 2 real dreams here when you get these common packs. Dream number 1 is that you just get a low age, high rated player. You know, you want somebody who's like 16, 17, 18, and in the 50 to 54 range of rating. Dream number 2 is that you get somebody who is exceptional out of position. And actually, last season we got Rupp, who is a right mid as a 43 rated. Let me show you him actually. A right mid as a 43 rated. And I think he's like a 53 or a 52 rated striker, which is absolutely amazing. So he played a lot last season. Yeah, he's a 51 rated striker. You can see he also progressed +2. And so even though he's only 43 rated, he was brilliant because of the fact that he was an out of position beast. So we want either out of position beasts or low age, high rated players. That's what we want. So we've got 3 more packs to go, guys. Let me just mark up the fact that we will now have 11 players rotated out of this team in just 4 seasons. That's really good going. That is really good going. The first player that we're going to be able to pick up here is going to be... Come on, load us in. Load us in. Just give us a nice high-rated card here. It's going to be... Shkelquim Mukaj, 25-year-old goalkeeper, 45 rated. That's sad because he is... I don't even know how to say his name, man. He is the 3rd goalkeeper for this club out of the 11 that we've packed now, which isn't ideal. He's also 25. He's also 5'6". He's just going to sit and he'll get XP from training. If he goes, brilliant. He's probably just going to spend his career doing literally nothing, which is a bit of a shame. It is a bit of a shame because he's a 3rd goalkeeper already. It just puts him at such a disadvantage. If we get another goalkeeper now, I'm going to be in big trouble because we're going to have a team full of goalkeepers as all of our replacements, which is going to be really, really tough. All right, next up, we have got Katsuhiro Makino, 22-year-old Japanese centre mid. Delightful. He is 45 rated. He's got really good pace, really good dribbling, and decent physical for his rating, and decent shooting. If he's got cam, he could be okay. He just has centre mid. Now, his passing is pretty poor, but he's going to be going into the team. So we get Katsuhiro Makino, a centre mid. So that's going to be 2 players going in, 1 centre mid, 1 goalkeeper. So we're going to have to remove and release another goalkeeper if we've got 3. And we're going to have to release one of the centre mids. And I am tempted to release the highest rated guy because I think he's 64 rated. I could use him in a different club somewhere else, way better served. I think it's Trevisan. He's going to be retiring in a few seasons as well. So it'd probably be good to get rid of him. And so our last player for the agency is going to be Marc Imbert, French, 21, centre-back. Oh, he's good. He's very good. 53 rated. Love to see that. Marc Imbert, centre-back. He's got 63 pace and 57 defending for a 53 rated centre-back. And he's got reasonably well-rounded shooting, physical, passing and dribbling as well, which is real nice. He can also play CDM, which might be a better position for him, actually, which is really nice. Now, let's go back into the agency and let's have a look when we go to the contracts. Who are we going to be getting rid of now? So we have already got 3 goalkeepers. We've got Javier, Chaz, and the Ramberg. Unfortunately, our 62 rated Ramberg has got to go. We've picked up another centre-back. I think I was already playing 3-5-2 here anyway, wasn't I? Or 3-4-3. Yeah, I was. So the fact that we've got a centre-back / CDM is really nice for this this next setup. In terms of... Did I have a cam in this team? Svecic, he was already there. No, I didn't just have a cam. Do I have any left backs and right backs? Yes, but they both got alternate positions. So I think Trevisan, to be replaced by the Japanese player, I think Trevisan is also going to go now. Was the 64 rated? So Brossard. Oh, I might get rid of Brossard as well. Because there's no point me having these like high rare players in a team that's just going to not compete. You know, we're going to finish again mid to low table. I could much better use Brossard somewhere else. So I think Brossard is going to go. We're going to request cancellation for him. And then we need to get rid of a centre mid. So who's the highest rated centre mid? It is either Narvaez or Trevisan or Bell. Now, the interesting thing about Bell is we don't use a cam. He's got terrible position as a striker and terrible position as a centre mid. So I'm actually going to also release Bell. This is Ken Bell. We've now released 6 of the starting 18 players. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 players that we're going to be adding back in. And that should make 23 players altogether by time we've put everyone back into the team. If it's wrong, I've missed a player somewhere here or there, but I don't think I have. And so what we'll go and do now is get these joined agency players. Hopefully they'll populate here in just a second. There we go. There they are. And we get Mukaj, Makino, and Imbert. I'm really excited, guys, to see what Imbert has to offer at CDM for the agency. We're going to keep them at 0% now because I'm kind of marking them down a bit better. Yeah, so 23 players under contract. So, perfect. 11 players, guys. 11 already exchanged in just 4 seasons. That is a little bit ahead of my expectations. I can't lie. So that's really good. The agency is doing really, really well. And so when we now go to tactics, we've got a few holes to fill. We need new goalkeepers. So all 3 goalkeepers have come from the academy, effectively. Javier is number 1. Hopefully, Mukaj progresses because he's got no chance of playing for us. As far as centre-backs go, guys, we have got Imbert. We've got Oliver, who is also from the agency. But I'm excited, guys, as I say, to see how does he perform as a CDM. 49 rated. Okay, so he's better off at centre-back compared to CDM. And then we've got Rupp to go up front. And we'll put Casanova back in here because he's a nice high rated. But generally speaking, I'm really, really, really happy with that. That is good. That is also the agency finish, guys, and takes us to my favourite club of every single team you see here from top to bottom. My favourite club is Pact to Glory. Now, it is fair to say, guys, I massively let down Pact to Glory this year. When we look at the history of them, in the league, we're always going to struggle because the team is terrible. But in the cup, we always have a chance because we get populated with similarly ranked teams. The first cup we played in, we got to the semi-finals. The second cup to the group stages. The third cup to the quarterfinals. And this season just gone, we also got to the quarterfinals. Now, this... Let me go back a second. This game here... See how I won this cup 5-1? Against Coventry Inspire FC, I lost 5-0 because I put out my absolute worst team so that I could get the most fitness prepared for this cup game here against Shroot Farms. I completely misjudged what day the game... Like, I thought this game was the next day. I thought I had another league game first. And so I didn't rotate the team. And so not only did we take a beating 5-0, but because I didn't play Beretta, I cost him the opportunity of the golden boot. Do you know how frustrated I was with myself? I was so triggered. Now, Shroot Farm went on to win the competition. He might have beat me anyway. Beretta might not have got the most goals anyway. But if those 4 players, if my 4 main guys, or if my main team was there and we won the game, Beretta finishes as top goal scorer in the competition for the 2nd season running. As it is, we've got Beretta on 10 goals, Adanguiz on 8 goals. We did get Aranguiz finishing the top assister, which is brilliant for him. And nothing. Wow, only 3 goalkeepers in the goalkeeper leaderboard. But yeah, like another really good cup run, but really disappointed in myself. Now, before we get the packs for this, as I showed you guys, we finished bottom again of the league. That's fine. And what's like most importantly and most impressively again, though, we picked up more points again. So season 1, we won 3 games. Season 2, we won none. Season 3, we won 3 games, 5 draws. This season here, we actually only got 1 win this season. It was even worse. In terms of the league, that was the cup. My bad. In terms of the league, Beretta, he wasn't there in the end now. He was there at the... there's Amato with 6 assists, by the way. But yeah, in terms of the performance from Beretta, and all 4 of these guys, in fact, really, really, really happy with them. So Beretta, if we look at his player page here, scored last season 19 more goals in 19 more games, which is absolutely sensational. It's his second season only. He scored 10 cup goals in 7 games and 9 league goals in 12 games. Only played him 12 games in the league because I wanted him to be healthy for the cups, right? I really, really wanted that golden boot for him again. He's already got 1 golden boot there. But we got this guy 2 seasons ago. Obviously, there's only 2 seasons there for him. And look at that for a return. He's got a total already of 36 goals for the club and 7 assists, which is really good. He came out of packs as a 54 rated. He's now 56 rated. And it's his pace that just sets him apart. He's so fast. But he's also got good shooting, good passing, good dribbling, and good physical for his rating. And it just makes him a handful to deal with in spite of the poor quality of the rest of the club. Now, when we look at the rest of the club, when we look at the squad and we look at progression and we look at all-time progression, Santana progressing, Arribas progressing, but these players are still quite low. When we look at the packed players, Amato is a packed player, Diamato. He came out as a 53 rated, I beg your pardon. He's now 57 rated. Beretta was born as a 53 rated. He's now 56 rated. Jeffroy and Aranguiz both are up there in the tier break section as well. So we also got Staub. He was a pack. We got him last season. He didn't progress at all in terms of overall, but he went up 2 dribbling. We also got Deepai Chow, or Deepaxio, the goalkeeper. Where is he? So he's now 53 rated. That was his first season, guys. He went +2, which again is really, really nice. And we got Mukhtar, the goalkeeper. I did give him some game time last season when the league was done, but he obviously just didn't progress whatsoever. Now, off the back of this, obviously we've already let go of 4 players. We've got a team with 21 players in it. We don't need 21 players. And I think this is the team, actually, where we've got a Cam in the team that just has no purpose for us. No, we don't. But we have got, based on last season, we got 470 MFL from the Cup and 1,200 MFL for finishing last in the league. And because there's not enough clubs to promote, we once again got protected and did not get relegated in spite of finish bottom. So it's another season in Spark again. And I'm hoping that the progression and the packs this season will be enough for us to actually be able to maintain the division naturally. So we've got a total of 1,970 MFL, which means we can get 3 more packs for this club. Now, this club, because it's Pack to Glory, and like the idea behind this one is, once we just open packs constantly. Once we've got a full team and I've replaced all of the players, the idea then is to actually save MFL and buy a better pack to get a better player. Not to I won't continually open these common packs. It will be a case of, right, let's save up for 2 or 3 seasons, maybe obtain 4,000 or 5,000 MFL and rip open either 2 or 3 of these ones to guarantee higher rated players, or save up 4,600 MFL and get 2 limited players, or save up 6,000 MFL over probably 3 seasons and get 2 limited players, because that will help elevate the club as a whole. And then after that, only when we get to a point where we can really improve with a pack, or where we need to replace a retiring player, will we actually open packs. So eventually we'll get to a point where we'll be like, okay, guys, here's the end of the season. This is what we've done. We're saving. But now, because we're still trying to replace the players that we have put in initially, we've got to open these packs. And so we've got 3 common packs. The best thing that we can have here again is obviously high-rated younger players, but also because I've got already 2 goalkeepers, 2 cams, and 2 strikers, I could really do with defenders and central defensive midfielders. Those would be ideal positions. Otherwise, we're going to have packed players obtaining the same positions. It's worked out really well right now because we've got 2 cams, 2 strikers. So everyone's kind of like got their spot in the team. But let's see what we start with. We start with Nazi Hamdi, Tunisian 21, striker. Listen, I don't mind it. I'm not gassed about it. But he's only 50 rated, so he will be backup striker, but he's better than the other backup strikers we've got. And although his shooting's quite low, guys, for a striker, he has got really good pace, really good dribbling, really good passing, and really good physical. If he's got left mid or right mid, he could be quite a banger. He doesn't, but 6 foot tall as well. Hamdi is handy. I like that. I do like that. Number 2, guys. Number 2. And once we get to the end here as well, guys, this will be 10 packed players put into the club, which is fascinating considering we have finished bottom of the league every single season. It is the cup runs that have genuinely given us a bulk of MFL to get this many players into the club. Player number 2. Karel Smrekar. 23-year-old right wing back. As long as he's got right back as well, I don't mind it. Oh dear. 43 rated. If he's got right mid, he could be okay. Because he's got good pace, good dribbling, good shooting. But for a defender, he's got really poor defending, really poor physical, and he's got poor passing. He's got centre back as well. Guys, he's one of him and Mukhtar are 2 players, and Staub as well, really, at 43 rated. They will get some rotation games, nothing more. Nothing more. He's going to even be a lower rated centre back, isn't he? That is a really unfortunate pickup right there. And the last player for Packed Glory for Season 9 is going to be... Come on. Send us good. Send us good. Give me a left back. Give me someone who's a beast. Give me a 54 rated. It's Fredrik Nordqvist. Swedish. 21 again. Love that. CDM. Love that. Okay. Not awful. Good pace. Good physical. Good dribbling. Good age. Good height. Not awful. So what we get to do now is we get to go into Pack to Glory. So what did we pick up there? We picked up a centre-back / right wing-back. Now, I do use right-backs and left-backs in this formation, but a right wing-back and centre-back doesn't really help. In terms of overall, we're fine. These are the only 2 that are below the threshold, so all 3 players can go in here. I think what I might do for this club, so Amato, Beretta, Jeff Royal and Guise stay. Obviously, we can get rid of one of the strikers now. So Alvarez is a backup striker, and so is Pereira. So Pereira can be removed. So request cancellation for Leonardo Pereira. He's gone. That's another player completely replaced. And that's a striker in for a striker out. We also got a CDM. Now, he was 46 rated. So as far as our other CDMs go, I think Modu is decent position changed. Modu's 49. Pelletier's 52. Kissiev's 52. Connolly's 55. And Staub is 42. So it's going to be Modu who goes because he's a 49 alternate. and I don't need this many CDMs. So let's go back to the contracts page, and let's cancel Modu. So Anas Modu. Thank you very much, sir, for your services at the club. And then last but not least, we got a right wing back who also plays centre back. Now, this is an area where I don't think I want to remove somebody, because if I remove even Barnett, we're left with Ostapchuk and Holmes as our starting centre backs, and then it will be Staub and the new guy as the backup centre backs, and they will both be awful. So I think Barnett is going to maintain his position in the team to give us time to kind of like bed in the new players, basically. You know, hopefully either Staub or the new guy can progress a little bit. Let's wait for this to just populate. There we go. So yeah, Nordvist, Smekar and Hamdi can all go. And they are the new guys in Pack to Glory. I didn't put rev share on these guys either, which is a bit dumb for me, so I won't do it on these guys too. And only one of them is below the threshold of 46 as well, which is good. So we're well in with making sure everybody can get in and contracted. And so now when we look at Pack to Glory and we go to the tactics here, we've got a brand new CDM. And, you know, hopefully he'll grow straight away, but he'll get league games, right? And again, it's going to be a situation where the kind of like the new lower rated players are the league guys and the best team is a cup team, and we'll try and again get some really good MFL from the cup and finish last and keep running this sort of setup all the way until we inevitably do get relegated. Now, Hamdi, I think, is going to actually be a decent player for the club. I'm really excited for him. And Nordvist as well. He needs a little something, man. Like, he didn't have the best defending, did he? No, only 40 defending. Decent pace, dribbling and physical, decent passing. Hopefully, we get some immediate progression with him at 21 years old, and we get that defence up into the mid-40s before the season is up. All of a sudden, I feel a lot more confident to just have him as a starter in a team. In the meantime, though, Connolly goes in as a 55 rated CDM, so he'll be the main guy for it. That, for today, guys, is going to be the end. That is the 4 experiment teams. Where they've got, well, one of them has gone now. We're down to 3 experimental teams. I'm really enjoying these experiments. I'm looking forward to the moment when I've actually replenished a full 11. It's getting there. You know, it's getting there. It is going to take probably another like 5 or 6 seasons to do it, but I'm all for it. So for today, guys, that is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rate, and comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.